Hi everyone. So today I'm going to be giving you a run through the prototype for the Bethink application. Now, just as a little reminder, the purpose of the app is to allow one to learn a little bit about history, both near and far to them. Now, the site works a little bit like Google Maps with a more specified function of, again, learning about history by searching for interactive spots on the map. So let's say we open up the application, you land on the splash page, essentially the logo for the app, and then you are taken to the home screen, which will in every case be the location of where you are in space. So the blue dot there in the middle indicates where you are. The orange dots indicates the regular interactions, and the yellow one above shows you the AR, or the augmented reality based interactions. So today we're going to be running through 3 tasks with 3 personas. Now with the first one, we want to go ahead and save an interactive spot for later on the map. So let's say we wanted to save a spot that we are already on, and we're going to go ahead and just click on the orange one there. And we are taken to a historical site for a statue here in San Francisco. And then when it opens up, so to save it, we're just going to go ahead and click on the star, which then gets shaded in, and you know that you have saved it, and you would be able to look for it later on your menu. Now, for the second tasks, we are not specifically going to be at the location we want to be, so we are going to have to do a little bit of searching. So let's say we go back to the home screen. Let's close that here so it's a little less distracting. And in order to search for something, in this case, let's say we are looking for the Pantheon in Rome. We're just going to click right there on the search icon. And once we do that, the search menu, or the search type location, is going to open up. And much like you would if you were searching for a city on Google Maps, you're just going to start typing it in. And let's say we put ROM, and some of the options that are available immediately pop up. And Rome is number 2 right there, and number 1. So let's say to go to the site, we can just go ahead and either click on the name, or we can just type it completely and then hit the search button there at the bottom. And then once you do so, you would be directed to the location. And let's say if it's on the other side of the world, or it's quite a distance and you can't just pan out and pan in, and a little bit of loading is required, the loading screen would be opened up. Essentially just the logo moving from left to right. From there, and finally, when you land on the location, you land slightly above the city, so you're going to have to do a little bit of scrolling in, indicated there by the red dot, the red arrow. So much like you would in other map applications, you're just going to do an outward pinch to close in on the city. Now let's just say you happen to close in directly where the Pantheon is, and otherwise you might have to do a little bit of searching by scrolling through. And then once you find the location, you're just going to go ahead and click on it. And much like with the statue from San Francisco, it's just the interactive spot is going to open up, and there it is. Now, let's say we also wanted to find an article based on the Pantheon. Now, on the bottom, as we saw also with the statue from San Francisco, there's going to be a series of available information. So in this one, we see that there's a video option indicated here and an article option. So we're going to go ahead and click on the article. And from there, the article menus would open up. Now, we would go through them. Let's say there's multiple options you might scroll through. And once you land on the article you want, you're just going to go ahead and click on it. And the article would then open up. And if you would like, there is the share option there at the top, also the back button in case you just want to continue to do a little bit of searching through the city. Otherwise, there is an article available to you on the Pantheon. And now for a final task, let's go back to the home screen there. Oops, that's not it. For the final task, we are going to try and share some information on a site that we are looking for. And we're also going to need to try and specify the search. So let's say we are specifically looking for an AR site. So what we can do to specify our search is we're just going to go ahead and click right there on the menu, right next to where it says all, indicating all of the available options. And then the menu option is going to open up. And like we saw with the interactive spots, the background gets shaded in, so it should be a little bit less distracting. And the menu option would open up on the left side. Now, once that happens, you can click through the menu and, there are going to be the settings, the checklists for the favorites as well for the first interaction that we saw. So we click right there to search for it. And if we want to specify our search, here is at the top where it says discover. And then it gives you some of the options, like show all, art, like art history, architectural history, political, battlegrounds. And then at the bottom, number 6, AR. So we would click on that. And then you'd be taken to the home screen again, which now has been specified. In the bottom, you see there that AR is written instead of all. And the only interactive spot on the menu or on the map is now the yellow one, indicating the AR interaction. So we're going to go ahead and click on it. And let's just say we happen to have been in New York, so the Statue of Liberty is what pops up. The interactive, the augmented reality base interaction would then kick in. And let's say the creators of the the Statue of Liberty shows up. On the left there we have Gustav Eiffel, and on the right we have Frederick Bartholdi. And you might be able to interact with them. They would move, talk to you, and you'd be able to take the interaction from there. But let's say you just wanted to have a basic interaction. You can just also swipe on them to the right, and they would leave the screen. Now let's say you wanted to share this information with Facebook, email it, whatever the point, whatever it is that you want to share it on. You just go ahead and click there on the share option, share button at the top. And much like the article menu that popped up before, now you're going to have the share options. Now in this case, let's say we want to share it to Facebook, right there in the middle. Just going to go ahead and click on the icon, and then you'd be directed to the Facebook website. All right, guys, so that's the Bethink application. Hope you've enjoyed it. And where is it real quick? Just to show there. Boop, there it is. Boom. Thanks for joining in, and hope you've enjoyed it.